has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. Adriano, the man they call Imperatore, the Emperor.
Indeed, when he gets...
Chance for the header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
They've played it short. Gets his head to it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That's going to go a long way. It's gone out for a throw-in. Foot in. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Pedri. Palmer. And here's Mbappe. Yamal! Oh, it's come loose. And another try! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Palmer. Yamal.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi. Italy leading here. Yamal! Caught offside that time. That's headed upfield. Passing is crisp and sharp. Beckham. Pedri. Maldini can get it clear. It'll be a throw-in. Pedri. And he's managed to get rid. Swung over. Roberto Baggio. Musiala. It's Pedri. Yamal. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And that's put paid to a promising move. Palmer. Musiala. Hakimi. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that
Crossed
one wrong.
in again. Alexander-Arnold getting this one clear. Now it's Mbappe. Italy are looking to break at pace. Hakimi. Palmer. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for the runner. He rises! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Pirlo. Baggio looking to penetrate opposition lines. Roberto Baggio. And Torres! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Italy are looking to go forward now. Baresi is there and he can pick it up. Hakimi, and he goes cross-field. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Roberto Baggio. And that has been slung wide. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Can he get it through? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Roberto Carlos.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fernando Torres. And it's Baggio. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pirlo. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Baggio! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, what a climb! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Palmer. Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Cleared away. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Italy lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far, a stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And the second half gets underway. Italy carrying a 1-goal lead. And here's Yamal. Mbappe. Oh, important interception. Gerrard. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he's picked out the run. There's no flag. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Beckham. Oh, good-looking ball. In with a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Maldini. Adriano. Alexander-Arnold. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Palmer. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Baresi. That's Beckham. Roberto Baggio. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Substitution.
Adriano. Bastoni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Torres. Aim forwards. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Substitutions taking place.
Italy will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Foden.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Italy finding their passes. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And here's Kane. Chala, and the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Roberto Baggio. That's a sharp pass. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's away. And it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! And that could have brought them level.
Cruyff appears to be absolutely seething with himself after squandering the chance to equalise.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Romario. Number 18.
1-0 as we head towards the end.
In progress.
And here's Ronaldinho. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nicked it back promptly. Ronald, there's the hit! Goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Number 18.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Ronaldinho.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, with the momentum that goal gives them now, they may well push for a winner before the 90 minutes is up. Players don't...
Big chance! Oh dear, less said about that pass the better.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Beckham. Looks to clip it forward. Beckham. And it's Ronaldinho.
Minutes added time.
Deep into stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Hakimi. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Expecting traffic to be heavy after the
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. 90 minutes gone and nothing between them still. Italy conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Piqué to Gerrard, Baresi, and it's Beckham. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Batistuta. Oh, smashing header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
substitutions taking place.
Italy can make their change now with a break in play. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Foden. Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gerrard. Oh, they can break here. Beckham looking to run onto it. Roberto Carlos. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now he's off and running. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Forwards and with intent. Oh, no joy this time. De Jong. Çalhanoğlu. And Hakimi. Done delicately. Now it's Kane. What a mighty effort! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
21, Pirlo. Coming on the field. Number 17.
PK.
Number 16.
Baresi.
Mateu.
Rijkaard. Out to the right. Ronaldinho. Can he finish?
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's looking to set free a runner. Now it's Ronaldinho. Extra time reaches half-time.
Hello attendees, this is...
Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Çalhanoğlu. Foden. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Baresi. Beckham. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 15. Romario. Romario.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Number 10.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to
Big header! Oh, that could cost them.
makes you think, Peter, they could have been doing this earlier. Still, it's encouraging.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
And it's Beckham. De Jong gets over and intercepts. Bastoni. Çalhanoğlu is herring after that one. Rijkaard. Zico. Oh, played right into his path. And the flag, there's the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Look, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played,
There will be
well
1
stopped.
minute added time.
Cruyff. He's looking for the runner here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So that is it, the end of the road. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Palmer. Hakimi. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Now it's Torres. Oh, he's found support out wide. Up he goes! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Italy are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Musiala. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Now here's the delivery. Bastoni with the clearance. Oh, easy pickings there. Yamal goes steaming forward. Maldini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Fernando Torres. Now Roberto Baggio. Adriano. Chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
The goal scorer after 19 minutes is number 11, Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Beckham, and the counter is on. Torres. Adriano. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pirlo. And it's Roberto Carlos. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Palmer. Yamal. Alexander-Arnold. It's Pedri. Yamal. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
It's Pedri. Bastoni. For Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Driving on and making good... hits one!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Baresi. Fernando Torres. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but Palmer! And another try! Now, who's going to be first to this?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Gerrard. Italy are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Adriano. This is promising. Roberto shapes to shoot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
39 minutes is number 18.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bastoni. And Alexander-Arnold. Oh, shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No way through, so back it comes. That's going to go a long way. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Baggio.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. Palmer. Pedri short changes him with that pass.
There will be 1 minute added.
And here's Torres. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Yamal. Pedri. Pirlo. And there's the end of the first half. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
Take all lit out to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
There's the start of the second half.
Italy can show their manager and their fans how much grit and spirit is actually in this team. The right characters can rescue a situation like this, and I think we're about to discover if they're present.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Romero. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pirlo. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. PK. Beckham. And it's Fernando Torres. Adriano looking understandably energised after his goal. Pedri being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's fabulous! Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a goal kick.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Pirlo. Gerrard. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Baggio producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Batistuta has a go! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Baggio. Yamal. He's got a side of goal! What a hit, the save was firm.
Italy certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is number
Italy
14,
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Gerrard. And Baggio. Adriano. Just about up to 75 minutes. Piqué can get it clear.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Beckham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Beckham. Heading backwards.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Back into the middle. Passing nice and neat. And here's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Great hit! No mistake! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
number 7.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. He is through here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Beckham. Keeper's ball. Last chance, perhaps. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. No, he's not getting any further than that. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Fazio. Coming on the field is number 18, Ronaldinho.
Now it's Cruyff.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Koundé. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And here's Batistuta. Çalhanoğlu. Goes in for the header! And with that, the final whistle. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't...
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because...
He's got the shot away! Gerrard tries to clear. Just eases him off the ball. Adriano. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, that's a key interception. That is ended up in no man's land.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Beckham. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Adriano. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Batistuta. Pedri. Still goalless. Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gerrard. Roberto Baggio. Played into space out wide. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Piqué spots it and intercepts. Gently done. Roberto Carlos. Up he goes! Goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
En el minuto 26, el dorsal 11, Fernando Torres.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Fernando Torres. Pedri.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their...
Chance! And he's found the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to...
And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Batistuta is onto it in a flash. Hernandez. Mbappe. Musiala. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Beckham. Nicely spread. Beckham is in a really good position out wide. Romero tries to clear. Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, it's a beauty! A finish right from the top draw! Into the lead once more. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, he's found support out wide. He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 40 el dorsal 11, Fernando Torres.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And here's Musiala. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
There's the hit! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gerrard. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Roberto Baggio. Beckham tries making a foray down the right. Romero with the clearance. Pirlo! And it's Gerrard. It's a loose ball. And another try! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending.
En el marcador se puede ver un plano de las diferentes zonas del estadio.
And the action is back on the way.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
It's Adriano! through! And more and more and more! And surely that settles it! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
So now the difference is 3. Hernandez, Pedri, and it's Beckham. Little pass back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
It's Pedri, strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Pirlo, Gerrard. Good spot, he's seen the run. Can he latch on to this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bastoni. Now Romero. Beckham. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Musiala. Opts for safety.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Adriano. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Van Dijk makes the interception. And smartly reclaimed. Roberto Carlos has created one goal already. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Mbappe. Pedri. And here's Batistuta. Musiala.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Keeper's ball. Pedri. For Musiala. And it's Baggio. Played with finesse.
Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Musiala. Hernandez. Musiala. And here's Batistuta. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 24. Cambio de jugadores.
Adriano. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Cruyff. Oh, smashing header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Beckham powering forward here. Palmer. Pedri. Beckham charging forward, the ball at his feet. Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's good defensive concentration.
And that has been knocked clear. And it's Beckham. Shot could be on. Oh, decent hit! And that has been cleared. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He rises! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Pirlo. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Romario. Can he get it through? Now it's Ronaldinho. Beckham. Oh, can he get onto this? Van Dijk cuts it out. Hernandez. Oh, played right into his path. And he's taking no chances there. Beckham plays it short. Van Dijk with the clearance. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Romario! No, he's missed it. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona are beaten and they are out. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And that gets things running. Adriano. Batistuta chasing after it.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, that's nice. Gerrard tries to clear. That is a real chance! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Barcelona, after 8 minutes.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
Mbappe. Nice bit of trickery. Showing good feet. Maldini gets it away. Hernandez, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Adriano. He can get that clear. Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Musiala does really well to win the ball there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nice physical challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Fernando Torres. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's got tall. They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
One delightful ball, and the rest was simple.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's neat. Beckham. Musiala! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Musiala clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. And it's Baggio. Gerrard. Batistuta. Musiala! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 32 minutes is number 42, Musiala.
Barcelona go into the lead. Torres. Beckham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. And he's cut it out. Roberto Baggio. That's Beckham. And it's Fernando Torres. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Roberto Baggio. And he's been shifted off it. Hernandez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bastoni. Pedri. Van Dijk. Torres. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Alexander-Arnold. Batistuta is herring after that one. Roberto Baggio. Pedri has created one goal already. And it's Batistuta. And here's Musiala. Plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Gerrard. Baresi. Now Roberto Baggio. Adriano. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
Barcelona come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Beckham! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. Turns and goes back. Picked out brilliantly. There's the hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
PK. Roberto Baggio. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Baggio. In with the challenge. Referee's given a throw. Pirlo. Pirlo has been caught there, it's a foul. Oh, he's taken it. Cleared without complication. Oh, what has happened here? Adriano. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Beckham goes short. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Pedri under intense pressure.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The less said about that pass, the better.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pirlo. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
And that has been cut short. And here's Beckham. Mbappe. Diving header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And he's let fly. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner. And now they can spring out of defence. De Jong. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
PK. And it's Baggio. Adriano, unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And that's a superb pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
De Jong. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Beckham. De Jong! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
Substitution in progress.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Adriano.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Interesting ball. Maldini. Forwards and with intent. He's in plenty of space here. Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barcelona moments now away from seeing this one out. Gerrard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's got the shot away! And it's in! They have stolen level at the last! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And here's Batistuta. Kane. Nice interception, well timed. 5 minutes to add. And it's Beckham. And here's Kane. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. And that has been knocked clear. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Barcelona conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Palmer. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Baresi. Ronaldinho. Torres. Short changes him with that pass. And it's Batistuta. Oh, no joy this time. Adriano. He can run onto that. De Jong. For Palmer. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Batistuta. Hernandez. It is a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Decent hit! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, nice touch. Half-time, extra time.
Hello, everybody, and please
Yep,
join
it is
me
coming
in
down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Beckham. Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some.
He's had a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
number 16, Mateus.
De Jong. Good spot, he's seen the run. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Roberto Carlos. Now the ball. He gets big. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Adriano. Fernando Torres, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Ronaldinho. Beckham. Fernando Torres. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
There will be 1 minute.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rijkaard. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. Fernando Torres is first to take the long walk. And he does it with poise.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Kane is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Oh, what a save!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
This to double their advantage. That's a good penalty. And the lead is 2. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
This to put them 2 up. 2 to the good. Barcelona can't afford to miss another one. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outsteered him there, which gave him the edge.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. And that has lifted the roof. Barcelona bow out, defeat sealing their fate.
La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? It really is a sight to behold here. He's had a hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that. It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pirlo. That's Beckham. De Jong going full tilt down the left. Hernandez. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Strokes it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Beckham. That's a lovely, neat pass. Taken back almost at once. Looking for options for movement. Can he put it away? Just swings wide.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cleared without hesitation. He's had it taken off him. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Torres.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he'll shoot here. He's been caught napping. Tries to get it clear. Oh, smashing header! They've scored! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Musiala. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Torres. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Roberto Carlos. Beckham. Ball driven towards the far post. He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 34 el dorsal 9.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's Pirlo. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Can he get it through? Beckham. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And he's managed to get free. Oh, what a pass! Real chance! Hakimi. Upamecano. Now Romero. And it's Fernando Torres. Romero wins the duel this time. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's neat. Roberto Baggio. Can he finish? And again the keeper stands strong. Beckham plays it short. Beckham with the cross. Roberto Carlos. And there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we are back on the way.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C, levelling the...
Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Romero. Upamecano. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Jong. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Beckham. Roberto Baggio.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not the most accurate pass. Musiala. And Hernandez. Musiala. De Jong. He's found a way past. Beckham under intense pressure.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And it's Baggio. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Beckham.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Could move up a gear here. Musiala. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And Bastoni. Upamecano. Romero. Roberto Baggio. Baresi. And they've switched it over to the other side. Oh, a delicate chip through. Romero deals with that comfortably. Musiala. Mbappe. And Hakimi. Adriano looking understandably energised after his goal. And it's Beckham. Roberto Baggio. Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 8. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
75 minutes played. Adriano.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Aimed beyond the defence. Bastoni powering forward here. Pedri. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Out for a throw. He's got away. Adriano! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Gets his head to it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Beckham. Roberto Baggio. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. The less said about that pass, the better. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23, Beckham, será reemplazado por el dorsal 87. Cambio de jugadores.
Ronaldinho. Beckham. Pedri. Palmer.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Oh, good ball. And the shot! We've got a goal! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
PK. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that's it. So that is it, the end of the road. How would you sum up? Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Oh, what a climb! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Adriano. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his just beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Beckham. And it's Gerrard. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Well, that is one way to stop him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we have our very first corner. Palmer. Defending of the desperate variety. Now the ball's gone astray. Hakimi plays it in. He's got tall. Gerrard. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Baresi. And Piqué. Pirlo. Pass somewhat off target. Decent progress down the left. Musiala. And here's Batistuta. Has a go! Goal, Italy!
Italy clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
For Italy, after 20 minutes, is number 10, Kylian Mbappe.
Italy have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen. Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got it.
Hits one! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a nicely measured pass. Roberto Carlos. And it's Baggio. Now it's Beckham. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Yamal. 15 minutes till half-time. Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the overlap. Lovely feet. Palmer. Oh, that's nice. Palmer! They want to be quick to recover this.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Pirlo. And Baggio. Adriano. Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Fiddles it through. Cleared away. Played out to the right. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Beckham. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gerrard. It's a goal kick. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Batistuta. And he's there to belt it away. Palmer.
Has been indicated.
He's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Piqué. Gerrard. And it's Beckham. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Pedri. Chips it through. He's got the shot away! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Italy head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are already promptly back underway. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. He's shifting through the gears here. Musiala, real chance here. No foul, says the referee. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Palmer.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Italy have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Palmer looking to... had a shot! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Musiala! And that should get the job done.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up. Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Quickly taken. Roberto Baggio. Chance! Looking here to chip it through. That is good alertness. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pirlo. Adriano. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. He's through, now is he in? Out to the right. Beckham. Batistuta. Batistuta charging forward, the ball at his feet. Back into the middle. Palmer!
Substitution in progress.
So, third corner of the game. Great hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's picked his way through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Pedri. Foden. Piqué gets it away. Yamal is flagged offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substitutions taking place.
Italy making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Roberto Carlos looks to get on the end of this, and it's Roberto Carlos. Italy will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Bastoni. Oh, he's found some space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Alexander-Arnold. Ball's gone out of play. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Adriano is onto this. Oh, it's a nice idea, but it's Adriano! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Torres! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was
In for a header! And that was very necessary.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Fernando Torres. Number 8, Gerard. Coming on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 17, Rijkaard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
4 added minutes on the board. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Adriano. Beckham in acres of space out wide. Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And the action has already restarted. Cruyff.
That was lovely, that.
It could be in here. And Cruyff! Beckham goes short.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Alexander-Arnold. Foden. And he cuts out the supply. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Batistuta. Foden. And Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Batistuta. Ronaldinho. And that's it for the first half of extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Number 16, Mateus.
Maldini,
Substitutions taking place.
Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. Bastoni does really well there, he is strong. Beckham! Oh, he's hit the bar! Tries to get it clear. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Beckham! Beckham with the short one. Italy are looking to go forward now. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cruyff.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field is
And here's Ronaldinho.
Zico.
Big header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And he's managed to get free.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
They've played it short. Zico proves just a little bit too strong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hakimi. João Neves. And that's it. Nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Kane is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
Cruyff will take the third penalty. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Hakimi is third in line. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Zico is the fourth man to step forward for them. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Mateus is the last of 5 scheduled takers. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So it is all down to him now. No pressure. Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. Dispatched! There will be more of this. 3 each. Rijkaard is the second of the unscheduled takers. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
He must, but can he? He's missed it, and it's all over. Defeated, dejected, deflated, the ultimate disappointment. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Italy really looked like they were just...